leaders right now in December of that NFC North division. All right, on the other side of the break, we will talk about the afternoon games Sunday night, and of course, we'll get to the Monday night contest as well.
Hey guys, the NFL is back. It's time to win some cash playing fantasy football. TheDirtCannon.com is a local company that has your back. They have produced over 60% winners on FanDuel, DraftKings, and now even Yahoo. TheDirtCannon.com will help you build, play, and win. Build a better team with TheDirtCannon.com. Use promo code RDST and get $5 off forever. And try the Silver membership this week for free. Visit TheDirtCannon.com.
Like I said, guys, you still have a little bit of time to set your lineups before today's game starts. So if you haven't yet, check out TheDirtCannon.com. They are the official and only fantasy partner of Real Deal Sports Talk with KP. So check that out for sure. Get them right. Make some money. Win your leagues. I'm winning the Real Deal Sports Talk League right now. I'm in first place. I do have the matchup of the Dirt Cannon this week, and they have an amazing lineup on their roster. I'm hoping my guys can pull it out. If not, I'll be 2-1 against the Dirt Cannon so far on the season. In the Real Deal Sports Talk League, I've scored the most points. I've given up the fewest points. I'm wrecking shop using their knowledge, man, plus my knowledge. You know, I got to go sometimes and just do my own thing. But it's working out for me. It'll work out for you too. And let's get into these afternoon games. All right, afternoon games, you got Oakland and Buffalo. This could be a trap game for Oakland. Buffalo, over the past several years, has kind of had Oakland's number. They don't always beat them, but they always seem to make them struggle, give them a real good fight. And I think that could be a very similar case in this game, even with Buffalo traveling across country to face Oakland. LaShawn McCoy plays better in warmer temperatures. So does Tyrod Taylor. Not that I expect Buffalo's offense to really do a lot, but I expect their defense to be a problem for this Oakland Raiders offense. They match up well with their receivers. They match up well with their running back. I think this game's going to be better than what it looks like on paper, especially with the record-wise. Could be a potential game of the week there with Kansas City and Atlanta. Derek Carr, he's going to try and go without the glove this week for that dislocated pinky that he had last week. We'll see how it feels. He did fine with the glove on, so if he has to wear it, I don't expect there to be any problems there. Amari Cooper could be the key to this game for the Raiders. If he goes off and has one of his elite-style games, very good chance Oakland wins today. If he has one of his average, I'm kind of on the field, got you 50 yards on a couple catches, expect Buffalo to be in this one. Can't really say, single anybody out there on Buffalo that could be a huge play today, except maybe McCoy. And if, again, he's the type of player like Amari Cooper, if they go off, you probably have a good chance of winning today. Look at this. I'm just reading Brandon Cooks, possible trade candidate in the offseason for New Orleans. I don't know why you'd get rid of your fastest receiver, but what? Okay. Moving on. Washington, Arizona. You would ask me a couple weeks ago, I would have said Arizona all the way. Now at this point, I'm taking Washington in this game. Arizona's falling apart. Their defense and special teams is going to have to win them this game. I can't tell you what's going on offense there. If you have David Johnson on your fantasy, roll with him. He's going on a pace right now. He's trying to be the only player in the history of the league to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game in the season. And so far, he has completed that. I think he's up for something like 26 points or something today is what they're predicting him to get against Washington. So from that standpoint, yeah, if you got a couple Cardinals and you want to play them today for your fantasy league, get that in there. But don't expect a lot from Arizona. And if Washington comes out and plays a leg, lays an egg, and plays horrible, which they've been known to do no matter how good they are over the last 15 years or so, they can just come out and lay an egg some weeks. Kirk Cousins can just come out and just not look good some weeks at all. And it's not like he's a top-tier quarterback, but he's one of the better third, second-tier guys, depending on where you want to put him. I'll go ahead. Like I said, I'm going to take Washington in this game. I just don't expect a lot from Arizona at all anymore. Eli Manning's taking on Ben Roethlisberger. You know who's the best quarterback out of their draft class. I'll still take Phillip Rivers. I know he doesn't have the championships that the other two have, but he hasn't been on the teams or had the health on his teams that the other two have had either. Big matchup today, though. The Giants are trying to still catch Dallas. If they can win today, they have Dallas next week. And remember, they're the only team to beat Dallas so far this year. Their offense is rolling right along pretty well. Their defense is starting to get better. JPP is starting to finally get comfortable with playing with that mangled hand as he's starting to figure out different ways he can get around and do what he has to do in the pass rush. He had that interception last week on the tipped ball. And, you know, the Giants are doing what they have to do. I've been impressed with them. I picked them to win the NFC East this year. They still have a chance at that. Pittsburgh, this is a big game for them. It's a tough race in the AFC North. They have to stay pat with Baltimore, who has a win over them already on the year. Antonio Brown's going to have a big game today. He can't let OBJ outshine him. He needs to be the receiver on the field today. And I'm sure both of them feel that way coming into this game as competitors. I would if I was one of them. I would not want the other guy to show me up. I'd want to be the one showing somebody up today. That's going to be a big game. I expect Roethlisberger to have a big game. Le'Veon Bell most likely is what decides this game. The difference there in the running game. Both defenses are pretty even, if you want to call them that. New York's got all those high-priced free agents, and like I said, they are starting to play a little better. Pittsburgh's defense has been here and there all season long, so you really don't know what you're going to get from them. San Diego's taking on Tampa Bay. This is also going to be a good game. They're evenly matched teams, really, I think. And if Tampa Bay travels well today, they could pick this one up. They could shock San Diego, a team that I think is a better team. They're playing as a better team. They're not necessarily the more talented team anymore with all the injuries they've sustained. But Phillip Rivers, Jameis Winston, obviously the nod goes to Phillip Rivers. Receiving core, you got to go with Mike Evans. That receiver there in San Diego, I'm not sure if he's even playing today, their top guy. And, you know, they're going to be looking to try and feed it to Antonio Gates so he can get that touchdown record for tight ends in a career. I'm taking San Diego in this game. I believe in what they got going on and how they're playing as a team. So that's how I see it. I think San Diego wins this one probably like 24-17, somewhere in that range. Maybe even a 31-24 type game. Tonight you've got Carolina and Seattle going at it. This should be a good game. These teams really don't like each other. Carolina, if you want to call it, has been surging lately. Seattle's getting healthy. They're sitting and they're trying to keep that second seed and hope that Dallas falls back to them so they can get that first seed as they start to get healthy on offense and the defensive side of the ball, which will be good for them going into the playoffs. And then Monday night contest, you've got Indianapolis and the Jets. Wah, wah, wah. Who cares about the Monday night game apparently anymore? You want to talk about getting rid of Thursday night games? I say go ahead and get rid of the Monday night game. Monday night football is not special anymore. They've made the Sunday night game the special game. So don't have primetime games in back-to-back nights. Like I said, have 8 to 10 Thursday games a year. Or Thursday days where you play NFL football, including Thanksgiving. Have Thanksgiving Day be one of those 8 weeks that it's played. And then keep your Sunday night and kill Monday night. That'll make your Thursday night matchups better because you're not trying to come up with 3 nights of primetime matchups every week. You can pick better matchups because now you only have every other Thursday. And then you don't take anything away from your primetime Sunday game. Okay? Great primetime Sunday game this week. Not a good Monday night game at all. We had a good Thursday night game, Dallas and Minnesota. So I hear the arguments. I'll take in the arguments about Thursday games and why we should get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. I don't see that. I expect Indianapolis to win tomorrow night, but it could really go either way with that game. Andrew Luck, you're not looking like the superstar right now, and the team the GM wants to blame your contract for that. Really, it's his butt. He needs to be fired in the offseason. You guys need a new GM who isn't going to bring in aging free agents and bad draft picks. You're weak on both the offense and defensive lines. You're thin at linebacker. Your defensive backfield's getting old and injured. And you don't have what looks like any young talent coming up that you're coaching up to be better, other than Ryan Kelly on the offensive line. So those are this week's games. That's how I see them being played out. Thanks for spending your Sunday morning with me. Go check your local NFL preview games as they're getting ready to start. The preview shows here. Check out the Facebook page again. Check us out on Twitter. And if you want to, it'd be much appreciated for you to check out our GoFundMe page as we're trying to raise some money for more equipment and get this thing going in another direction where it's going to make my dream come true and make me give you a better product, start getting interviews in, and things of that nature. So it's Sunday. Enjoy your football. Watch the college football playoff show that's going to be coming on here in a little bit. Watch your NFL football. And until Wednesday, y'all, just be real.